Let's start our web page layout designing through Ultimate add-on including Visual Composer. Before we start, I want to tell you that here we are using the Visual Composer version 4.2.3 and Ultimate VC add-on version 3.1.0. So there won't be a big difference if you're using the older version. Now let's have a look at our current home page. There we are. The section. There are multiple sections in this. So starting from top, we have a big banner into which we have simple text included in that. Okay. Then afterwards we have second section, which is divided into two parts, and at the top we have a heading. Into that two sections we have info list. Now coming to the next section, we have simple row, and in that row we have given some color, and in row we have added an element called heading. Then coming to the next section, it is having a simple image and simple heading. Then the next section is having counters, which is divided into three parts, and it is given within background. And the last section deals with some images, and this section is simply which has 6 parts. So we have divided a row into 6 columns, and each column is consisting an info box which is having an image, and beneath it it's a name of that image. So let's start to design a simple skeleton of this site. So for skeleton, we will add a row and duplicate it 6 times. Here we go. Now first section was simple, a banner. For second section, we'll take a row inside a row and divide it into columns. Then third row is simple, a plain row, so we'll leave it. Then again second is also plain, so we'll leave it. Then the second last, we'll again take a row inside it and divide it into 3 columns. There we go. Then same with last, we're having 6 columns into that, into which there were images, so we'll take a row and divide it into 6 columns. So we have designed a skeleton. So now starting from first, what we'll do, we'll simply go to the setting part, choose image and a simple background image, and we will select our image. This is our image, and we'll say OK. Save it. And now we'll be taking heading. And into heading title, we'll write anything we would like, and then we'll change the font family to Open Sans and 700 points font style. Font size will be 36. You can change it according to your preferences, and font color is white. And we will like to give bottom margin, that is 15 pixels, and we will save it. Now we'll duplicate this, and we'll change the second for the second heading element. Here we'll change this heading title. We'll simply write this, and we will be remaining with our previous setting. And now for subheading, we will write a simple content which I have copied. Now going to the font family, to the subheading setting, I select Open Sans and simply italic 1, and font size is to be 16. and color same, white. And here I give a bottom margin, I will give 50 pixels to the heading margin. Save it. Just to look good, we'll add heading, we'll add spacer element to it, and we'll take 200 pixels top space and we'll copy it and we will drag it to the bottom, and now we'll update it. Let's see what we did just now. There we are. So we have designed our first section. It's quite awesome and it is similar to our demo site. You can see it. So now we will move towards second section. Here we have done with the first section. Now we will move towards our second section. Now we have to make this. First we'll take heading and then we'll take simple info list and we'll duplicate it 4 times. So let's start. Here we have already make a skeleton of this. So first thing we'll take the heading, now we'll just write the title, that was key features, and now coming to the typography, we'll select font size, fonts family, Open Sans. You can select any of them as you like, and you can add new from here. This add new selection here, this is a link, you can download all the fonts. So I'll select 700, that is bold, and I'll give font size 28, font color of black, so I'll write 6x4 and it's okay, and we'll save it. Now we'll add info list. There we are. Here we want to align all the icons to the right hand side, then we don't want any of the background, so we'll do with circle background. There are lots more options. You can opt for any of the options you desire. So I will just select circle without background. Here we have some borders style, so I'll select solid and border with 1 pixel, and border color would be, I would remain it with this only, and if you feel like to animate your connector line, then you can enable it, but I won't because I don't like. So now connector line color, you can change it according to yourself. I'll remain with this also. The icon background color, we remain with this white color, and icon color, that is black, it's okay. And to the icon font size, we go for 20 pixels. Then we'll hit save. Then now we'll add list. So now we'll add title to it. We add a title and we want font. You can either choose select custom image icon also. So I just need font icon only, so I'll select some responsive icon that displays responsiveness. So I'll choose mobile. There we are. We have mobile, a tablet one, and so I'll select this one. You want to give any description to it, then you can add it. So I'll add some description to it. This is my description. So I'm done with this, so I'll save it and I'll duplicate it 4 times like this, and again I'll duplicate it the whole of the info list, and I'll drag it to the right hand side. There are the setting of this. I'll just change the icon image position to the left hand side so that it look good, and now I'll just update it and then refresh it. See, exactly what we needed is here. So we add some space over here so that we can see the little bit of spaces over here. So we add. So I'll add same spacer. I'll just duplicate it from the top of the row, and I'll just drag it to the second section of the row and place it here, and just change the setting. I'll just go with 60 pixels and again duplicate it and drag just beneath key features heading, and I'll go with it with 40 pixels. There we go. Now we are ready, so I'll update it and let's see what does it work. Wow, it's look awesome. So I have just saved my time and duplicate all the list. You can change all the title and description of each of them. And now coming to the third section, we'll simply add a background color and add heading into it. So as we have added a row before, so we'll just get into the setting of this row and add a color to the background, and after that we will add simple heading. So here we go. The background color is orange. Then we'll save it. Then we'll add heading. So in the title I prefer not to use long statements, so I'll prefer subheading. So I'll copy my text, and now I'll change some setting from in typography. To the heading I'll give font size to 0, because if you don't do, then it will default, it will take title to the heading and it will be shown in the front end. So I prefer to always use 0 pixels. And to the subheading you can choose any of the font, but I will use Open Sans, and I'll select 700 points and font size 22 pixels. Font color I'll select white color, and we are done. And now I'll just add some spaces top and bottom, so I'll just add a spacer. I'll give 60 pixel to the top. I'll duplicate it and drag it to the down and to the bottom also. So we are done, then it's ready, so I'll just update it. And see it in the front end. I'll just refresh it. Awesome, that's look cool. So we are done with third section also. You can see this, it's similar. Now we'll move towards our fourth section. It is very simple. We'll just add a heading and an image. Now we will add single image, which is an element of Visual Composer, and we'll add our image. So this is our image. We select it. Now we'll give full size to the image and we'll align it to the center. Then we are done with this and we'll save it. Now we'll add a heading to it. So at the title we'll write this or whatever you feel like, and to the subheading I'll copy my statement. Then we'll align it as remain it to the center. There is no separator. Then we'll go to our typography. I'll select Open Sans, then 700 point, that would be the bold, and I'll give it 28 pixels and font to black. Then again I'll select to the subheading, I'll select over font family to Open Sans and remain it to the default and font size to 14 pixels. Again font color to black, so I'll type 6 times 4. So we are done with this, and lastly we'll go for heading margin. So for heading margin we won't give anything. For the subheading part at the top, I'll give 15 pixel top margin to the subheading and 40 pixels bottom margin of subheading. I'll save it, and for the spaces I'll add some spacers. So I'll just copy it from above row and just drag it to the third section. Again I'll copy it and drag it to the last, and I'll just change the setting of this to the 80 pixels. Here we are, 80 pixels, and this to be 80 pixels. Now we are done with this. I'll just update it. And I'll refresh it. So here it comes, the image and the heading. It looks exactly as this. Now we are done with this section. Now we'll move towards the next section. Now this section deals with counter element of Ultimate Addons. So for this we'll take counter of Ultimate Addon. So I'll select icon, I'll select this, and I'll select icon size to 42 pixels. Color of the icon I'll choose 303030. Icon style, you can keep circle background, square background, or any of them. So let's choose some design your own. And background color I prefer white. Border would be solid, and border color I'll choose E8 E8 E8, that is silver color, approx to silver, and I'll give border width to 8 pixels and border radius would be 500, so I'll be remaining with this only, and background size to 100 pixels. So I don't need any animation, so I'll remain with this only. Icon position to the left, I'll write some title to it. This is my title, and I'll give counter value to 20. So these are some separators, so I'll remain with this only. So to the counter I don't need any prefix, but at the suffix, as we can see to our side, here we have a suffix of plus sign, and so we'll add this to the suffix of the counter value. I'll add plus, and to the counter rolling time I'll reduce to 2 seconds. The title font size I want only 18 pixels, so I won't change. To the counter it is 28 pixels, so there I want 28 pixels, so I won't change this also. And the counter text color I'll prefer white color, so I'll just switch it to white. Now it's done, and so I'll save it, and I'll copy it to the other section also, and we need some spaces to the top and bottom, so I'll add space from top, and I'll duplicate it, and again I will duplicate it and drag it to the bottom. I'll change some setting also. I'll give it 100 pixels here, 100 pixels here. So we are done. So before updating, I'll just add a background to this row background. I'll select image, and to the background I'll select my desired image. So this is my image. I'll set image, and I'll check my setting that it is okay with my need, so it's okay. I'll just update it, and I'll refresh. There we are. This is looking very good, and all the counters are working. The icons you can change it by yourself, and the text and the counter value you can change it. So at the last of this tutorial I'll update all the things so that it looks good. For the time being I'll skip this step and move towards our last section, to this. So let's start. For this I'll select heading, so I'll just copy it and do it in a very fast manner, because previously I have done it, so you'll be able to understand that what I am doing. So I'll do it in a very fast manner. So now I have added heading and spacer to top and bottom. Now I'll be adding info box. There it is, and we'll change the setting according to ourselves what we needed. So at the top, as we can see, we have added an image and title to it. That's it. So we just do the same. We won't need any font icon, we need custom image icon. So we'll add an icon, image icon. There it is. This is my image. I'll set it. So I'll add image width to 100. So icon style, I would prefer simple only. I don't need any animation. And to the title, I'll write simple. That what is written over here. So at last, one thing more is box style. So icon at the top. So we are done with our setting, and now I'll save it, and I duplicate all the info box. And one thing more, I'll just give top and bottom margin to the subheading of this heading element as I've given. So now we are done. So let's update. And we can check it on our site. So I'll refresh it. So here we are. You can see all the elements have been updated, and so you can see all the elements have been updated, and it is looking very good from top to bottom. I'll just revise everything. This is our banner. It's looking good. This also, this section also, we are done with all. This one also, and this. We can delete it from this section also. Our home page, first section, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So it is just the same. I'll just change all the images and titles and all the icons of duplicated item which I did before. So I'll just make sure that all the text and the details of this info list and this counter would be updated. So I'll do it in a very fast way. So I have updated all my elements with the text which the home page is having. All the fonts and the text I have changed. So I'll just refresh it over here and see now all the things are same as it in our home page. So here we are. See, each and everything has been updated. I have changed all the icons, text, each and everything So finally, we are here with our fully designed web layout. So it's possible to design awesome web layouts through our Ultimate add-on plugin. I hope this tutorial helped you a lot. You can also watch our other tutorial which describes our plugin basics. So stay tuned to our channel and subscribe for future updates. Thanks for watching.